Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayan Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamaviri Nashtaprayu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttam Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nestaki. So continuing with the pastimes, the discussion on Chaitanya Bhagavad by Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur, Chapter 9, with Nityananda's childhood pastimes and travels to holy places. Adhikanda, Chapter 9, Text 6. Shishu haite sushira subuddhi gunavan, jini na kandarpa koti ravane radhan. From his childhood, Lord Nityananda was sober, intelligent, and the abode of all good qualities. His charming loveliness defeated that of millions of cupids. Sober, intelligent, and the abode of all good qualities. Sei haite rade haila sarva sumangala durubhiksha daridriya dosha khandila sakala. The entire district of Radhesh was filled with auspiciousness and devoid of famine and poverty from the time of his birth. So, on the appearance of Nityanand Prabhu, the absence of kirtan and destitution in the form of materialistic pride were destroyed, and the chanting of Krishna's holy names and the prosperity of his service were awakened in the hearts of people. So, as soon as he appeared, all good fortune started to happen. যেদিন জন্মিলা নবদ্বীপ গৌরচন্দ্র রাড়ে ঠাকি হুঙ্কার করিলা নিত্যানন্দ. The day that Lord Gaurchandra appeared in Navdev, in Radhesh, Lord Nityananda rode loudly. So he appeared, it said, about 13 years before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he was already 13 years when Gaurchandra. Anant Brahmand Vyapta Haila Hunkare Murcha Gata Haila Jaina Sakala Sansare. His roar spread throughout innumerable universes, and people of the entire world were practically rendered unconscious. So we can only imagine how loudly he roared. And he was so happy, so much in ecstasy. Katholok Bali ke Katholok Bali lek Haila Vajrapat, Katholok Mani lek Parama Utpat. Some people said it was a thunderbolt, while others thought it was a great calamity. Katholok Bali lek Jani Lukaran, Godeshwar Gosair Hailagarajan. Other people said, we know the cause. It was the loud roaring of Nityananda Swami, the Lord of the Gaudians. The word Godeshwar Gosai is explained as follows. Damodar Swarup, Mahaprabhu's Dvitiya Swarup, or second form, along with his two friends, Rup and Sanatan, were the proprietors of service to Krishna in the conjugal rasa. They are also Godeshwar or Gaudiya Ishwar. That is why Shri Nityananda Prabhu has been properly addressed as Gaudeshwar Goswami. So they are Ishwar of Gaudiyas, all the Gaudiya. Ei mat sarvalok nana katha gaye nityanande keha nahi chinila maya. In this way, people had different opinions about what had happened, but no one could recognize Lord Nityananda due to the influence of his illusory energy. So obviously, he was not going to reveal himself to everybody who is. The word Maya refers to the influence of the illusory external energy of Sri Nityananda Prabhu, who is non-different from Sri Baladev, the source of all Vishnu expansions. That bewilders the marginal living entities, those who are under the control of the covering and throwing propensity, so of Lord's illusory energy. So Maya has two potencies, does two things. It covers the consciousness or the mentality of living entities, pure living entity, pure soul, and throws him in the material world. So covering and throwing. Some illusion living entities say that Sri Nityananda Prabhu was a Mathila Brahman. Some say that he married into the house of Bengali Radha Brahmins, and others say that he was born in a low-class family. By such deceptive propositions created by Maya, the truths regarding Sri Nityanand are not understood. Moreover, others who are controlled by material intelligence also say that the seminal descendants of Nityanand Prabhu's son Veerbhadra are as powerful as Sri Nityananda. Therefore, on the basis of seminal birth, they are on the same level as the Supreme Lord. If this were the fact, then why did this line come under the control of materialistic, fruitive smartphones who are engaged in enjoying the fruits of temporary activities? So Nityanand Prabhu had his seminal line from his son Veerbhadra, and they are for the descendants. At Radhakund, we have Swamis. They have come in the line of Nityanand Prabhu. But I mean, nothing against them. Wonderful, wonderful Swamis, wonderful devotees. But that cannot be the only criteria of somebody being an elevated person. I believe I met a boy in USA, and he said he is in the line of Nityanand Prabhu, and he was working in IT industry. If you are in the line of Nityanand Prabhu, why you have to work in an IT industry in America? Go live happily in Nazi. But no, when the money becomes an issue, the desire is to make more money. But anyway, so as Prabhupada has written, seminal line is not important. Important is bhakti, how much one has surrendered himself to Krishna. Then that person is ready to be accepted as Guru. Not just because they're in. I mean, I'm not saying because they're in seminar line, they're not qualified. Nobody's saying that. But just because they're in the seminar line doesn't mean that. Yet others say that the three sons of Veerbhadra were simply his disciples because their sons were born in the villages of Barudi and Battavelia Gai. And therefore, by worldly considerations, they cannot be considered seminal sons of Veerbhadra. I don't know what the details are. Persons with material conceptions being covered and thrown by illusory external energy of Sri Nityananda Prabhu endeavor to establish a mundane relationship with. Such people try to include and count Nityananda Prabhu among the conditioned living entities and thus invite severe offense. This is Sri Nityananda Baldev's mysterious pastime of deceiving the demons. So at least Nityananda Prabhu, he had a son. Advaita Acharya had sons, some sons, but not everybody. They were followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They took up devotion service. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not have any descendant because he didn't want anybody to claim on his preaching line that I'm descendant of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so you should take Diksha from me. Because that's not the right criteria. So Nityanand Prabhu's illusory energy just covered the materialistic people. Maybe after Chaitanya Bhagavat, there is a book about Lord Nityanand also. Nityanand, I don't know, I don't remember. It's called Nityanand Bhagavat, or it has the pastimes of Lord Nityananda. A wonderful book. So we can cover that to know more about Nityanand. हीनमते आपन लुकाई नित्यानंद शिशुगण संगे खेला करे न आनंद. Nityananda remained hidden as he enjoyed childhood pastimes with other children. शिशुगण संगे प्रभु जत क्रीड़ा करे श्री कृष्णेर कार्य आरे nahi sure. The pastimes of the Lord enjoyed with his childhood friends are all related to the activities of Lord Krishna. While Sri Nityanand Ram Prabhu sported with his boyfriends. They would enact the pastimes of Gokul, Mathura, and Dwarka. In this way, he fulfilled the desires and assisted in the pastimes of Lord Sri Krishna. So this was his plays with the children. They would enact the activities, the play pastimes of Krishna or baby Krishna, especially. देव सब करे न मिलिया शिशु गाने पृथ्वी रूपे के करे निवेदन तबे पृथ्वी लैया सबे नदी तीर जाए शिशु गण मेली स्तुति करे उर्धुरा कौन शिशु लुकाइया उर्धु करी बोले जन्म जन्मी बाण गिया आमी मथुरा गोकुले. He and his friends formed an assembly of demigods, and one of them acted as Mother Earth, offered prayers to them. They then led Mother Earth to the river bank, and the children all began to offer prayers. Then one of the boys, hidden from view, loudly declared, I'll soon take birth in Mathura, Gokul. So now they are doing all sorts of plays. So one day they all made an assembly of demigods, and one of them acted as Mother Earth, offering prayers that, okay, I am burdened by all these asuras, and they're torturing me. So please protect me, save me. And it is said then they led Mother Earth to the river bank, and all the children began to offer prayers. The river bank signified they all went to Shvetadi or Milk Ocean to pray to um, Kshirodaksha Vishnu. So then one of the boys, hidden from view, loudly declared, I'll soon take birth in Mathura Gokul. The word Dev Sabha refers to assembly of demigods known as Sudharma. The word Nadi Tira means on the shore of the Milk Ocean. In Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, Sri Shukdev Goswami speaks to Parikshit Maharaj as follows. Once when Mother Earth was overburdened by hundreds of thousands of military phalanxes of various conceited demons, dressed like kings, she approached Lord Brahma for relief. So this was the beginning of Krishna book also, or 10th canto. Mother Earth assumed the form of a cow, very much distressed with tears in her eyes. She appeared before Lord Brahma and told him about her misfortune. Thereafter, having heard of the distress of Mother Earth, Lord Brahma with Mother Earth, Lord Shiva, and all other demigods approached the shore of the ocean of milk. After reaching the shore of the milk ocean, the demigods worshipped the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, the Master of the whole universe, the Supreme God of all gods, who provides for everyone and diminishes everyone's sufferings. With great attention, they worship Lord Vishnu, who lies on the ocean of milk, by reciting the Vedic mantras known as Purusha Shuktam. While in trance, Lord Brahma heard the words of Lord Vishnu vibrating in the sky. Thus he told demigods, for demigods hear from me the order of Kshirodaksha Vishnu, the Supreme Person, and execute it attentively without delay. Lord Brahma informed the demigods. So Kshirodaksha, all the demigods were worshipping Kshirodaksha Vishnu to appear and remove this distress of Mother Earth. But he only spoke to Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma then relayed the message of Kshirodaksha Vishnu. Lord Brahma informed the demigods, before we submitted our petition to the Lord, he was already aware of the distress on earth. Consequently, for as long as the Lord moves on earth to diminish its burden by its own potency in the form of time, all of you demigods should appear through plenary portions, means that you should expand yourself as sons and grandsons in the family of the Yadus, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Shri Krishna, who has full potency, will personally appear as a son of Vasudeva. So Kshirodaksha Vishnu had informed that it's not time for me to appear, it's time for Shri Krishna himself to appear. So he is going to appear, and obviously, when Krishna appears, all his expansions and incarnations, they also appear in his body. And the demigods were ordered to appear in the house of Yadus, in the family of Yadus. Just like when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, all the demigods appeared in Navadvip, different homes. And not just demigods, his associates also appeared in different homes. कौन दिन निशा भागे शिशु गण लैया Vasudeva Devakira Karayana Viya. One evening, the Lord and his friends enacted the marriage of Vasudeva and Devaki. बंदी घर करिया अत्यंत निष्भागे कृष्ण जन्म कराए न केह नाही जागे. Then late one night, while everyone slept, they made a prison and enacted the birth of Lord Krishna. So enacting the marriage of Vasudeva and Devaki, and then they enacted how was uh, Kansa took Vasudeva and Devaki. He was taking them on the chariot to Vasudeva's house because he was fond of his little sister Devaki. But then the sage came, and then the Akashvani was there, and then, oh fool, who you are driving on your chariot, her eighth son will be the cause of your death. And then all the love for the little sister went away. He wanted to kill her. The phrase Krishna Janma Karai in the next verse, and they enacted the birth of Lord Krishna. Enacted the birth of Lord Krishna. Then the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu, who is situated in the heart, in the core of everyone's heart, appeared from the heart of Devaki in the dense darkness of night, like the full moon rising on the eastern horizon, because Devaki was of the same category, the same tattva as Sri Krishna. So this was a daily pastime. So Nityananda Prabhu and all the other friends, they would they would enact these pastimes, and the villagers would be very surprised. How do you know all these pastimes? Where did you study? We never taught you. And if I would laugh and tell them, oh, these are my pastimes, so I know them, then nobody would understand. What is he talking about? Gokul Srijiya Taki Anina Krishnere Mahamaya Dila Daya Mandila Kamse. They created a Gokul and Krishna was taken there and exchanged with Mahamaya, thereby tricking King Kamsa. The pastimes mentioned in this verse are described in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 3rd chapter, as follows. When Vasudeva reached the house of Nanda Maharaj, he saw that all the cowherd men were fast asleep. Thus he placed his own son on the bed of Yashoda, picked up her daughter, an expansion of Yogamaya, and then returned to his residence, the prison house of Kansa. Vasudeva placed a female child on the bed of Devaki, bound his legs with the iron shackles, and thus remained there as before. So one thing that Vasudevji didn't see, that Yashoda had actually given birth to a boy and a girl. The original Krishna was born of Yashoda. And Vasudeva Krishna, when Vasudevji brought this Krishna, he merged in Yashoda Krishna. And, uh, and see, all the cowherd men were fast asleep, and everybody in the house. They didn't even know Yashoda had given birth to boy, girl, or twins. They didn't know. This is all Krishna's Maya working on everybody. And then Vasudevji just picked up the girl, Yogamaya, because this was ordered by Krishna in the prison house. Now, now we have to understand Krishna is not ordinary person. He is supreme personality. Not. How many of us have seen a newly born baby getting out and then started speaking to his father and ordering him, and not just ordering him, telling him, "Oh, you were this and this, Drone and Sudapa, and you had done this tapasya, and that's why he appeared." Newly born boy. Krishna is not. like us. He is Supreme Personality of Godhead, no matter what uh, situation or how old is he. So Vasudevji brings this girl whose expansion of Yog Maya, and she comes and Kansa tries to kill, and she gets out of his hands, and then she tells, "Your call has appeared somewhere else. Don't be fooled trying to kill me." Now this Yoga Maya, um, sometime back, a few years back, I found out that near Qutub Minar there is a temple, Mehroli in Qutub. The Yog Maya temple is there, and the Pujari told me this is the Yog Maya that Kansa tried to kill. So, oh, I didn't know that Yog Maya temple being killed. The word Dillalaya, gave and took, refer to the point of view of Yashoda, the resident of Braj. In this drama, the child playing Yashoda gave the child playing Mahamaya to the child playing Vasudeva and took the child playing Krishna from him. Another reading of this passage is Layadiya, took and gave, which would then refer to the point of view of Vasudeva, the resident of Mathura prison. In that case, the child playing Vasudeva took the child playing Mahamaya from the child playing Yashoda and gave the child playing Krishna to her. So they were all equal size, they're not little babies. And all the boys were playing, enacting like that. So this is how the play went down. Kona Shishya Sajayana Putanara Rupe Keha Stan Pai Kare Utitara Bhuke. Another time they dressed someone as Putna and someone climbed on her chest to suck her breast. Regarding Krishna's drinking milk from Putna's breast, the Srimad Bhagavatam states, on that very spot, the fiercely dangerous Rakshasi Putna took Krishna on her lap and pushed her breast into his mouth. The nipple of her breast was smeared with a dangerous, immediately effective poison. But the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, becoming very angry at her, took hold of her breast, squeezed it very hard with both hands, and sucked out both the poison and her life. So he was only 6 days old when Putna came to kill him. And Putna had gone all over Braj to kill the newly born boys. This was her order. All the babies less than 10 days old, just go and kill them. But Krishna's Maya worked on her that she could not she could not even hurt any Brajvasi or any devotee household, boys of devotee household. So all the boys that she killed, their parents were followers of Kansa. She didn't know. She thought she's killing just a newly born child. But they were all followers of Kansa, and she killed their children and, and met her fate when she tried to kill Krishna. Again, that's again very wonderful passion. But Krishna and Ram also. The first demon they killed was a lady. Ram killed Tarka and Krishna killed Putan. Although the scripture says you're not supposed to kill ladies. Brahman, old men, children, and ladies. They should be exempted. But Krishna or Ram, they are supreme personality of God. They are supremely independent. They can do whatever they want. Okay, I guess we can stop here. See anybody has any questions or comments.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji and Krishna.
Thank you, Manta. Hare Krishna.
Thank
Jai
you,
Shri Radha.
Prabhuji.
Srila
Thank
Prabhupada.
you. Jai Shri